Okay, now let's take a look at how to solve linear equations when using ratios. Now, first of all, what does it mean by a ratio? Well, let's take this for an example. Say someone said that the lengths of the sides for a rectangle had a ratio of 3 to 1. Well, what this means is, say we have a rectangle that looks something like this. Well, one of its sides is going to have a ratio of 3, while the other side has a ratio of 1. Now, this doesn't mean necessarily that this length here is 3 and this width is 1. It's just that these two sides maintain a proportionality of 3 to 1. So maybe this could be 3 and this could be 1, or it could be 6 and 2, or 9 and 3. Either way, you're still maintaining this 3 to 1 proportionality. So a way to show this as an algebraic expression could be to say 3x and 1x. Because no matter what x is, you still have this 3 to 1 proportionality. X could be 2, and you have 6 to 2. Or x could be 3, and you have 9 to 3. Either way, you still have this 3 to 1 ratio for the sides. And similarly too, if someone said, okay, we have this triangle, and the ratio for its sides are 5, 2, and 5. Well, this could be shown by having one side having a ratio of 5, or we could say that's 5x, and then another side having a ratio of 2, 2x, and then the third side having a ratio of 5. So here's that 5 to 5 ratio. Now it doesn't matter what x is, because it's still going to maintain this proportionality. Now let's actually take a look at a specific example and see how we can apply it. So let's consider example 6. So the length and width of a rectangle have a ratio of 5 to 3. So first of all, before we read the rest, let's draw that out. So we have a rectangle, and the ratio for the length to the width is 5 to 3. So our length is going to be 5, and our ratio, or excuse me, not the ratio, but our width is going to have a ratio of 3. So we're not exactly sure what the length and width are, we just know that they have this proportionality of 5 to 3. So now it also tells us if the rectangle has a perimeter of 48, determine the length and width of the rectangle. So with perimeter, we need to add up all four sides. Now the length is 5x, which means the length over here is also 5x. And then same thing for the width. It'll be 3x. So if we want to get the perimeter, we would add all four of these together, all four sides. So perimeter would equal 5x plus 3x plus 5x plus 3x. Now we know what the perimeter is. It's 48. So we could plug that in for our perimeter, or P. And now let's simplify this side. So 5 plus 3 is 8, plus 5 is 13, plus 3 is 16. So we have a 16x here. So now in order to find out what x is, we just need to get rid of the 16. So when we divide by 16 to both sides, we see that x equals 48 divided by 16, or in other words, 3. So if x is 3, then that means our length is 5 times 3, or in other words, 15. And then our width is 3 times 3, or 9. So using ratios, we were able to find out what the length and width are to this rectangle based on the given perimeter that they gave us. That about wraps it up for using ratios.